All right, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Group Chart Analysis. It is Tuesday, July 31st, 2018. It is the last day of the month, and we are in August tomorrow. I mean, my birthday's in 13 days. I get to have some fucking fun. No, I'm just kidding. But it's Tuesday, and a lot of cool things happened last night. Not every single pair did what we did. That's why I was telling you guys to be picky, and also warning you that this week was NFP week and that the volatility was retardedly high this week. So things were happening, and as you guys saw last night, there was a lot of USD news during the New York session. So some of the pairs you guys may have played may have done what you wanted. Some may have not done what they wanted, or they did but then reversed because of the news. It's like it all depends on like what you were looking at. So let's go to EU. Let's kind of go through this stuff. Last night on EU, I had it for a sell, and EU kind of did what it doesn't normally do. It threw a divergent M. Normally, the M's on here are clear as day and not like anything like this. Normally, if it throws a divergence like this and drops that hard, it's typically a head and shoulders, which this still could be. But there was news this morning, and it threw a actual M at the top here during New York session. Threw that M, overbought, divergent, little tiny one, and then it shot down all of New York session, finishing out the day. So that was correct. If you guys have taken the trade, awesome. If you didn't, so what? What I believe is this thing is still going to keep going down. This was just the beginning. It took out this recent low right here. Now this thing's in a fringe, right? So it can go up and down, highs and lows. Here's the most recent low right there. If it, circles, do that right here, right? And then it shoots down during New York session and takes it out, and you got a new low. It's divergent and it's overbought. This thing could do two things because of the magnitude of the push and where it's at according to the trend line and in the consolidation, is it could shoot up a little bit higher than expected and then come back down for a somewhat ugly head and shoulders. Or it can, which I think this might do, consolidate in between the water and the mayo and the blueberry, and then during London session or New York session, depending on when there's news, I know there's news tonight, it will skyrocket down again to retest this trend line that it has been holding. So if that happens tonight, we're going to see a push down. Expect it from where it's at to where I believe it will go to go about 40 to 40-something pips, 40 to 45 pips. All right? So we're going to be looking for continued sells. It did exactly what we wanted yesterday. Now we're just going to go with it. Just keep riding out that trend, and we'll keep grabbing these pips. Gold. Gold did what we wanted. We had it for a continued drop overall because EU and gold correlate, but it did its drop a little bit earlier than EU did. It came down. If you guys would have taken profit, you could have taken profit at the lows here that we had drawn out at the lows down here. And then during New York session, it obviously reversed and the dollar increased in strength. Is that increase? Yeah. It increased in strength, so it shot up. Came up, hit the blueberry, consolidated again, and it's still in that ugly phase. So right now, it's in the middle. I just don't like the way it's at because it's literally in the middle of a high and a low. Like here's the low, here's the high. It's literally dead middle right now. So this is an ugly pair to be playing right now. I don't recommend playing it just because of where it's at. This thing might actually consolidate all week until news hits, either tonight, tomorrow. Not sure what time news is tomorrow, but I'm just saying gold is not a pair you want to be touching right now, especially because of the volatility it has. But overall, let me see where I believe where this thing is going to be going, so you guys at least have some sort of knowledge. Still divergent, still overbought, still below stationary 50. I'm going to say stick with the trend, guys. I believe this thing's going to shoot down a little bit more. That's just my opinion. But I think it could come up again before it shoots down. It could come up, hit that high again, and then drop right up to the blueberry. So just be on the lookout. Gold's not my favorite pair to be playing right now, so just be careful. GU, it stayed attached to this trend line a little bit. We wanted it to drop. I said if it was going to break this channel, it was going to drop down, down to this low right here. Instead, what it did, it stop punted high during London session, came around New York session, dropped, And the dollar, okay, so the dollar here technically dropped. So this means that the dollar decreased. I think I can't. I'm looking at. I'm drawing a brain fart right now. But it dropped, and it went down close to our take profit. So if you guys sold at the top, you would have done good. And it's actually funny because look at this. Watch this. Trend line. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. It respected the trend line, wicked right off of the top of it on the channel, dropped. So if you would have drew this out correctly, you actually could have sold as soon as I touched it. It did drop down. But I wasn't paying attention to that. So if you missed it, no big deal. But just to let you guys know that gold does respect technicals. Just be careful when it has news. So I think this thing is actually, this is not gold, this is GU, I'm sorry. I still think this thing's going to drop down a little bit more. I think it's actually going to be coming down towards the recent low that it didn't break before. Right now it's beneath the stationary 50, underneath on the RSI. I don't really see any signs of a reversal to go back up right now, especially since it took out this trend line. And just to keep you guys a little bit better, I'll kind of draw this to scale. Either way, you draw this correctly. It broke the trend line down and it's still crawling down. Let's go to the 15-minute. 15 minutes still below. It is a little divergent, but nothing crazy. It's also because of news. I'm going to say continue with the trend down on this, guys. There's no need to look for a reversal. Just keep going down. Let it ride down. Continue it. AU. AU I had for a sell last night as well. Did not present at the time that I wanted it to present. I don't know. I don't even want to call this a selling point because as soon as it shot down, it shot right back up again. So unless you were lucky enough to kind of come in here and grab this for a take profit, you would have done good. If not, you held it or you're still holding it and you're finally just getting a profit again. Let me look at this. Let me see this. Let me draw this out. Here's a trend line it's been respecting. Let me delete this stuff. Let me delete this. I can see your eyes. Has it been respecting? It's kind of in the middle of like a trend line right now. I don't even want to do this. This whole zone is, it's not even like this line. It's just pretty much this whole zone right here. From down here. Right from there to there. So that's like in the middle of a zone. It's been breaking it up and down. You see it's kind of respecting it in the middle here every now and then. It's not the strongest one, but it's right in the middle of it. So it can go up and down here. And AU, I still believe is going to be dropping because it's an overall downtrend. So what you guys are going to be seeing, oh, look at that. It bounced right off the, stay beneath this trend line, stay beneath the peak. So this is still about for sell, and it's divergent overbought. This was the right shoulder. So on AU, guys, you're looking for sells, right? You're selling AU tonight. Selling AU, it's going to go down to here. You can actually start to look to sell it now, actually, if you guys wanted to get in on it. You can look for it to drop down to like towards this recent low. Wow, it was horrible. So if you guys wanted to sell AU and hold it for the rest of the day, you can do that. I like it personally. I mean, if you're looking for a sniped entry, I mean, you can wait for it to come back and retest a little bit because it still has to touch this blueberry, which could kind of go down and back up and then drop again. But my guess and my prediction from what I'm seeing right here, guys, is this thing is going to continue to drop. So sell it. Look to get in on an entry. U-Chief. U-Chief did what we wanted to do last night. It was divergent. It got drawn out perfectly. I kind of drew this here yesterday as well. I'll kind of extend it so you can see it. From here to here, it was divergent, going all the way up. News hit, and it increased. So that was good. It rose up. I still think it's actually going to shoot up again. It's showing that a bullish pendant or a bullish wedge right now, where it goes like this from here to here. and then from here to here, it'll increase. So it's going up, going up, going up, and then it'll break out and shoot up towards that blueberry, which is the 1 hour Mayo, which is the 4 hour water for the perfect pullback. Okay, so you're looking for that to shoot up another night. Take profit blueberry, 15 minute. UJ got shot up. So this is what I was telling you guys. I told you that if the move was going to happen, it was going to be big. And what did it do? Popped. It fucking skyrocketed. I still want this thing to be looking like a drop. I mean, from what I saw before, but let me do my analysis on it because I still have to kind of look at what it does. So the news shot it out of the wedge that it was stuck in for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. And it finally shot out and started going right back towards the upside. Let me look at the daily. Damn, this thing's going back up. The daily looks good. 4 hour looks good. Came out. It's above the stationary 50. It's kind of consolidating. So you guys are going to be looking for UJ to be another buy. If you guys want to be looking at this, what's going to happen is it could consolidate here and then kind of go back up. All right. I think it could just consolidate and it's just going to shoot back up again. If it does pull back, the most it's pulling back to is here. You can look at this retracement from there. The water will be coming up and creeping up on it a little bit. So as it does, if it takes its time, if it doesn't do it, come on. Here, it'll do it as it consolidates. More stop hunts, boom, 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 straight back up. All right. So you're looking for a continued rise on UJ. That's not even a question. You just see, look at it. It's bouncing off that 15-minute water. Bounced off it once. If it comes down, bounces it off again, doesn't take it out, you can buy it. Do a low lot just in case if it pulls back and goes down, it's going to hit around this zone and it's going to go back up again. All right. And you can kind of scale in from there. Let me see, what trend line is this? Look at it. It's holding true to that trend line as well. So it rebroke it. It could come down and retest it, or it could just kind of consolidate and do its thing. But you're definitely looking for buys. GJ. Let's see. GJ, same thing. That thing took out all the highs too. The JBY shot the fuck up. It's hitting that blueberry. You guys are looking for a continuation. Yes, it's divergent, so that meaning the most it's going to do is here, but this is going to be a continued shot up. All right, so it's either going to consolidate more and continue up, or it's going to consolidate, pull back, bounce off the water, the Mayo, and then continue back up. So you'll be seeing it shoot up towards this trend line, which I don't know if that's accurate. Yeah, this isn't fucking accurate. Did I draw this? Ugly as shit. Like that. Really? Right, that's that. This one is old. To about there. Damn it. All right, whatever. It's going to shoot up to this trend line. So we have about 130 pips to the blueberry, 160 pips to the trend line. Continued buys. EA fucking dropped. So that was dope. Dropped during London session, reversed semi end of London session, going to New York session, and then redropped again. This is the definition of consolidation. Look how tight the EMAs are, and this is what happens. Goes up and down, up and down. It's not consistent. This thing could still go up, actually. Hit that Mayo. So this might go up a little bit higher. I think it's going to go up a little bit higher. It's in that range, so look for it to keep buying, guys. And especially since we have AU looking to be a continued sell. So this is going to shoot back up towards the recent high. And you're looking at about $60 to 70 pips. GZ did what we wanted to do last night. I actually was just looking at that right before I started recording. was looking at the 4 hour, and I think I told you guys on the 4 hour yesterday that it was bouncing off of this blueberry, and then it could shoot back up. And look at it doing. It's throwing a nice W right on the blueberry. It's just pulled up, and it's pulling back as we speak. I think this thing's going to shoot up again. So you're going to be looking for buys on GBP and NZD. This will continue up to that 15-minute blueberry, which should be 35 pips. So continued push up. GA, same thing as EA. I think it's going to continue up. It's diverging as shit on the 15-minute. The 1 hour. The 1 hour is diverging as shit too. 4 hour. I think it's due for a pullback. I think this thing's going to shoot up towards the Mayo. Look for this to be continued buy as well. Go up to there. Then we'll look for it to take profit from there. If you want to draw a trend line, you can. You can do this. There to there. That would be valid. Shoot up about 43 pips. That would be what you look for. And then we'll do G Chief. I think we had continued sell on G Chief yesterday. So it was divergent as shit. Oh, it wasn't divergent as shit. It was shot up during London session, New York session dropped. And now it's consolidating out. Let me look at 4 hour. 4 hour broke the low. It's not the divergence I like to see. And I said I'd like to see this thing continue to drop a little bit more. So you guys are continuing the drop on G Chief. Let's retesting, pulling back to that water. Yeah, I want to see this thing drop again. So look for the sell. Cool. Does anybody have any questions? I mean, there's only 6 people on here, but anything you guys are looking at?
Can you look at NVD CAD?
NZD CAD?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me see real quick.
I'm liking a buy right now, and
you're in a buy?
yeah. I caught like the stop hunt low reversal.
I don't really think NZD CAD is a mixture of my 2 least favorite pairs. NZD CAD. Like it's like the worst.
Those are literally the 2 worst pairs that you could have picked.
I'm just like, I hate this pair. And not only just the one currency alone, but both of them together is like mega hate. All right, so it respected this trend line, which is good. Here to here is good. It's got room. You have is it a long-term buy or?
Yeah, swing.
Okay, let me see this. It's divergent on the 4 hour too, so that's good. It looking like it's coming back to retest it. 1 hour looks fine. Let's see. Yeah, I like it for a buy. You're good. Just hold it because it could consolidate here, could come back down again, and then shoot up during like London session. But not sure how heavy deep you are in, but you may want to watch it because if it consolidates and drops a little bit more, as long as it doesn't take out this low right here, so like literally as long as it doesn't come and touch this zone, it's still valid for a buy. So if it drops a little bit more and consolidates here, you can re-enter on it for more buys.
Yeah, my stop loss is like below that low, just to.
Oh, then you're good. Stick to your stop loss, you'll be fine. And then just come in, scale in on it a little bit better. Sweet deal. Yeah, but it's good for a buy. So, any other questions, guys?
Yo, Ryan, you gonna get me tonight? Are you gonna be up?
Yeah, I'll be up.
All right, cool. I'll talk to you tonight.
All right, people. I will post this in the groups, and I will see you guys tomorrow. It's midweek reversal too, so the menu it's like Tuesday, Wednesday. So like Wednesday, technically it's Wednesday. Midweek reversals tonight, tomorrow. So just keep your eyes out. I think things are going to continue down. EU is looking to continue down as we speak right now. It's crazy, but I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, 6 o'clock. Be careful of the markets and rock out. Peace out, guys.
Later.